Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It's the Orlando Magic and the Portland Trail Blazers. And the Magic start out with the ball. And here is Hardaway. Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Tracy McGrady. O'Neal is out there with Howard. Then there's Hill, and it's Hardaway in at the 1. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
Lillard against Hardaway. Pass to Drexler. Back to Lillard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's McGrady. Good. The assist goes to Hill. McGrady's got 5 now.
And McGrady, as accomplished a mid-range shooter as we have in the game, keeps that high release point on the jump shot.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. It's a 5-point game. Aldridge. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Howard. Pass to McGrady. There's the 3. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that one, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
40 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Aldridge. Back to Roy. Lets the 3 fly. Orlando grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Lillard against Hardaway. The offensive rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Magic out in front. They're up by 10. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Here's Roy. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Howard is out there with Hill. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's O'Neal. And it's McGrady in at the 2-guard spot. So it's Portland now, trailing by 10. And that one's good by Aldridge.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And Hill throws it down.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Play with it. Lillard outside. It's a floater, and it's good on the way in.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Orlando leading by 8. Here's McGrady. And taken away by Roy. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
For the Trailblazers, Lucas is checked in for Aldridge. Jackson comes in for Brandon Roy. And it's Porter in for Lillard. And it goes down 2 points. Shaq's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Here is Paxson. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. A different look now for Portland. Walton's checked in for Sabonis. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Jerome Kersey.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
O'Neal kicks to Hardaway. Porter with the steal. To the paint, here's Drexler, and finished off by Drexler.
Just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leaping ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff. An incredible reverse throwdown, excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Trailblazers trail by 8. Hardaway with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And just fluid off the dribble. Great length to finish, and Hardaway attacking now with purpose.
Now Porter. A floater. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's McGrady. It's good from long range. McGrady's got 13 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Both free throws good from Drexler. 6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And stolen by Lucas. And so it's Orlando in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Things were going Orlando's way from the beginning. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and offensive areas of their game triggered a 12-2 run to start things off. They were hot as the first quarter came to a close, making all 5 of their last 5 shots of the period. In the second quarter, they didn't play quite as well and were outscored, but still were able to head to the locker room up by a solid 9 at the half. Shaq, what's your take on Orlando?
On offense, they've been very efficient, taking good shots and hitting them. It's very important. The confidence has to be through the roof heading into the second half.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
Well, after the field goal percentage they allowed in the first half, it's time for them to get tough. That's right, tough. If they're going to stay in this game, they'll need to turn this into a street fight. Get physical. Let some elbows go. Yes, let them go. And guys know they're going to be no more easy baskets in here. Let them know that.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 9-point game. We've got Damian Lillard. Aldridge out there with Drexler. Then it's Brandon Roy. And it's Walton in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. They get the rebound. Hill kicks to O'Neal. Howard trying to free himself up. And Howard with the second chance points.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Deep 2 from Hill. And that's collected by Bill Walton.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Three-pointer, Lillard. No good on that one. So Orlando will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Another miss by Orlando. Trailblazers trail by 5. Aldridge with it. Guarded now by Shaq. And it's Lillard missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
From past the arc, Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 11.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
But they recover it. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt. That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high-flying as ever.
Oh, he nailed it.
And it counts. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress at the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Magic lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Hill is out there with Howard. And there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Hardaway, and it's McGrady in at the 2 spot. McCollum kicks to Sabonis. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Hill. Got a piece of it. Here's Vandeweghe. He's guarded by Howard. Pass to Kersey. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion. The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
1:16 left in the game. Stolen by McCollum.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was. Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Here's Vandeweghe. No good that time. Good D by Howard. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back nine of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Money! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish.
Called by Orlando. The score knotted at 41. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tracy McGrady.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Vandeweghe. Count it!
Quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Now here's McGrady from deep three-point range. It's money from deep.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Lillard misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Count it. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 4. There's Lillard from outside. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Lillard misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Lillard from deep three-point land nails the triple.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Lillard way outside. It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're ahead by 1. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Poked away. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. And he misses. misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Lillard outside. He beats the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
You couldn't dream up a more dramatic finish. 3 points right as the buzzer sounds. This is a ball game people will be talking about for quite some time.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying